Buckle up for a Scuderia roller coaster. Remember last year's Ferrari? More like a broken down roller coaster, all hype, no zoom. But this year, Mamma Mia, things are looking spicy. Leclerc rocketed to a podium finish in both Bahrain and Saudi Arabia, leaving the dust of disappointment from last season far behind. Sure, Max Verstappen is still the king of qualifying, and apparently napping in his car during practice. But Ferrari's on his tail like a hungry tifosi after a pizza shortage. While Leclerc's 18-second gap to Verstappen in Jeddah may be disappointing, the Monegasque believes Ferrari's improvement this season is an indication that it may begin to put pressure on Red Bull if it continues on its current track. This has been a fantastic race. I believe we are taking small steps in the right direction, Leclerc stated. If I look back the last 6-7 months, we are the team that has improved the most, and we are slowly closing the gap. The margin is still fairly large, but if we keep working like this, I'm confident we'll put the Red Bull under some more pressure. However, Leclerc downplayed the possibility of making major gains in the immediate term, citing Ferrari's identical setup for next week's Australian Grand Prix in Melbourne. I don't think we'll have many things new in Melbourne, so without new things in Melbourne, I think we are doing a good job by maximizing our package at the moment, Leclerc said. So that is where we are. We'll probably have to wait and see what happens when we get fresh components for the car before taking any further steps. And perhaps this will bring us closer to Red Bull. The best part? Ferrari's like a pizza with extra toppings. They're constantly adding improvements. Unlike last year, where upgrades were like adding pineapple. Gross. This year's tweaks promise a championship-worthy ride. Team principal Fred Vasseur is practically bursting with optimism. He says they're just a few tenths behind Red Bull, and with some strategic upgrades, they'll be breathing down Verstappen's neck in no time. Imagine the scenes: Leclerc and Verstappen battling wheel to wheel, sparks flying, commentators losing their voices, pure F1 glory. But hold on there, don't get too excited yet. Red Bull's got a secret stash of upgrades too, and who knows what kind of performance boost they'll bring. It's a development race as much as it's a track race. So will Ferrari rise like a champion or crumble like a stale biscotti? Will Red Bull maintain their dominance or choke on the pressure? Only time and maybe a little bit of strategy from the pit wall will tell. Stay tuned. F1 fans, this season is going to be a Ferrari fireball.